All right, let me give you season 2 of Jurassic Park Creatures, or whatever they want to call this stuff today. Camp. Jurassic Park season 2 camp. Did not enjoy this one as season 1. I think season 1 was an 8 for me, close to a 9. This one's a 7, close to an 8, like a 7.7 or 7.6. Not bad, but not great either. The main focus out of this season were the campers trying to stay alive, the kids, and trying to send out a distress signal, and also trying to figure out friend or foe, which I'll explain that a little bit later, and shipping. The shipping wars. Yeah, and I'll explain that a little bit later. But that's about it. So pretty much it all leads up after the season finale. They left on the island, so they're trying to survive. They go back to the main facility, Main Street, and they had to deal with a T-Rex, make his lair there. So the T-Rex has this little, took this beacon, this little distress signal, and they have to go to the lair and turn it on before the T-Rex gets back. So that's episode 1. The rest of them, they're trying to find a place so they can hide out until somebody comes to pick them up. And that's what they're doing. And so you would think, now, in this first few episodes, they think Ben is dead. So they're not looking for Ben. They don't care about Ben. Not saying they don't care, but they didn't think he was alive. They thought from that fall he's dead, which honestly, I would think the same thing too. So they don't know Ben's alive. And we don't see him until a little bit later. That's the character that, if you saw in the last season, we thought didn't survive, which I knew he survived. If you saw the season finale credits of season 1, you kind of figured it out. Moving on from there, we get we get introduced to some new human characters, but I already knew what they were. They were hunters, they were poachers, they're hunters, and they're trying to hunt dinosaurs. That's why they're on the island. But the kids don't know that. They thought they're coming to save them, and there's only a few of them that figured it out. I'd say maybe 2 characters that figured out. One character was just jealous because he's more richer than them. I mean, they're like, my penthouse is better, but you already know who that character is. Kenji. So Kenji is something else. So that's what's going on. 2 are kind of suspicious of him. Others are like happy about him. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much, maybe that takes about 3 or 4 episodes. That wraps up the season per se. It's more of the kids trying to protect the dinosaurs from the hunters. And that's pretty much the rest of the season. And then Ben comes back and helps them out, and all is well. And then we get to the end, they said, screw that, fuck that, we're not going to wait for nobody, we're going to make our way off the island. Which they should have done the first time, but, you know, kids have to learn the hard way, and they learn. With that being said, let's focus on the shipping. And this is going to wrap up the rest of this video. The shipping was strong in here. Like, the force was strong in Star Wars. The shipping was real strong in here, I believe. Okay, so Ben wasn't around as much. So there was a lot of character moments with Yasmin and Darius. So I'm sitting there looking, are they trying to hook these 2 up? Which I thought they were doing the first season, but it was more towards Brooklyn. So I said, okay, I can see that. Then they had episode moment with Kenji and Yasmin. I was like, okay. Because, you know, after a while, they split up. 3 go out and look for something. 2 stay at base. 3 go out and look for something. 2 stay at base. But then Sammy's involved, too. So Sammy and Brooklyn and Darius, which I think those are going to be a love triangle. Then is Kenji and Yasmin. You probably say, well, what about Ben? Oh, now Ben comes back strong. He's a different character from the first season. He's a little bit more of a hard ass. Still that little geeky person, but, you know, still a hard ass. But what I think is going to happen for me, because the shipping wars, good God Almighty, was crazy. is Ben will be that one that won't be with nobody. He's just gonna leave, do his thing, move on. Yasmin is gonna be that one that's gonna end up with Kenji, and it's between the one that is gonna be the difficult one to figure out is either Darius or Brooklyn, which I think that's in the works. That should be already written in stone. But Sammy's over there too, so Sammy might play a factor too, but it's going to either be one of those three. And I see them leaning to the left because they want to make sure to give everybody, they just do, even in cartoon land, everybody gets the right person. Even the right guy gets the right girl. It doesn't matter about beauty or looks. So I see that playing a factor too. That could happen. Hopefully he ends up with Brooklyn because I see more of a dynamic with him and Brooklyn. Sammy's not bad either, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't want it. I want him with Brooklyn. Honestly, I wouldn't mind Sammy with Kenji. That would be interesting, but they won't go for that, which they should go for that. I think it's probably perfect because it makes more sense writing-wise because Brooklyn, Kenji and what's-her-face? And Sammy, two opposite. A big, plump girl with a athletic, I won't say athletic, but a rich tone guy. That's something interesting, and that's something you don't see every day. That's more left. That's more left than anything. And I would rather do that than have Sammy come in involved with Brooklyn and Darius. I mean, Darius and Brooklyn belong together. It's already written in stone. I see a lot of the fan stuff out there. They already said it. They should listen to the fans. Go with that. Now, Kenji. Now, I've seen Kenji and Darius, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I see Kenji and Sammy. Yeah. And then Ben and Yasmin. I'm cool with that too. But if you want my opinion, those two, I think Ben don't need nobody, and I don't think Yasmin needs nobody. However, if you want to ship them together, put them together. But like I said, that was the pretty much that dynamic I see this past season. Now, season 3, when it comes out, we might have a little bit more of Ben in these shipping wars because he wasn't around as much for season 1. So we might see a little bit more with those guys. And I forgot this, Ben's kind of tall. I didn't think he was that tall, but he's pretty tall. So that could play a factor too. So, yeah. As always, guys, like I said, 7 out of 10, 7.6 or 7.7. Not bad, but not great. Not like season 1. That's all I had to say. So, and it may need a couple more episodes, maybe 2 more episodes for it to get that 8. Just saying. But honestly, like I said earlier, I think you can binge watch it all together, and you watch it all together. It might be a 9 for y'all, but for me, split up is 8 and then 7. Together, 8 to 9, probably. So as always, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. Let me know what you guys think of Jurassic Park Season 2 review.